100 yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought they could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash, 100 yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle.
Hello everyone, it's the coach. Welcome to EA's.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. First carry for James Conner. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes, complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. On first and 10 is Conner. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. The last run got 6, now second and 4. Mahomes going to throw, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On first down, Conner. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home.
And he is into the end zone for an AFC touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So the AFC, remember, of course, they won the last couple years here in Orlando and off to a good start in this one.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game, how many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Breeze. This complete to Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on second and 14. Breeze plays like we just... That's caught inside the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 51 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. On play action. Now Breeze. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them pass it, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
One heck of a third down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Watch twins! Watch twins!
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because...
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Gordon fighting through, and he's got space. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 35 yards. And the AFC has taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. Nifty move. And some room to run now. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. From midfield, here's Breeze. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. That's going to be caught. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Michael Thomas, 50 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes, the tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down.
This stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 24-yard line. A 1st down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze.
There is no...
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. Great play, but admittedly, the tackling in the Pro Bowl, Charles, not always the... And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Dances by him. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see.
The offense for the AFC set to go now. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. Mahomes now Only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That's complete. It's Gordon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Myers able to knock it through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And now running right through it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 35. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And Gurley on 1st down. No chance that time. He's swallowed up for a loss of about 3. A loss of a full 3 yards. And now it's 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now Breeze. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. Oh, fighting off the defender. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disastrous. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Allen's got it complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the NFC will take over deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Breeze now to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end, one-handed catch it. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 55 yards. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, 64 yards. As his guys are able to pull a bit closer. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I thought, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the...
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 51 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. Now they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, It's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Buying time to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Now Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ray. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, partner, let's talk Super Bowl. We have to. Before the year, by the way, we made predictions for the Super Bowl. You got one of the teams right. You had Kansas City and New Orleans, but you had the Saints winning. I also had the Saints there, but losing to New England. Well, now we get a chance to rectify things. So who's going to win the big game, partner? Cook strip. The ball's out. And it's scooped up by the NFC. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he will take this back. A fumble return for an NFC touchdown. The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Patrick Mahomes in the AFC ready to go on offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. They'll run on first down. Connor. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Mahomes to his KC teammate Kelce for the AFC first. Now Gordon on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Mahomes firing complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes, and that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as they are able to cut into that lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by J.J. Watt. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. 39 yards there, a big one. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And touchdown. Zach Ertz, 49 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by an NFC touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And quickly they get to the line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Here's Breeze to throw. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Room to run past midfield. The 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
39 yards there, a big one.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Headed. Drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Ready? Yellow waiting.
Can't believe you let you play.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The AFC offense making their way back out. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into the. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try. Mahomes now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Breeze now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. And that looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Again, they run with Gurley. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 27 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins. 76 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in a position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, you just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Getting set to go again. And on offense, we get a peek at Julio Jones now. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that a mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They're going to hurry back to the line now. There's Gall. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. From the 36, Goff. Caught, but it's had in Ertz. And that's going to move the sticks again here as the tackle's made at the AFC's 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 42 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Back out is the AFC offense, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive will start with Connor. Just a yard on the 1st and carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And some space here. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 78 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
Check, lucky.
Connor going to try and run it, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. And a little element there of chasing points, because that's the second time they've had a failed 2-point conversion. Now they're down 2.
Yeah, you don't kick it the first time, and now you feel like you're in a position where you have to go for 2 in this spot. The chasing points, hard to catch up. That's why a lot of coaches make it a hard, fast rule. Don't go for 2 unless you absolutely have to.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral. Because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. There's Goff. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They start the drive with Connor. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. James Conner, 97 yards. And the AFC has retaken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Now Goff. Caught by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Goff now looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. Julio Jones. 59 yards. And the NFC has once again taken the lead. They'll try and run it with Gurley. Wouldn't be the Pro Bowl without the QBs taking some shots, and that shot paid off.
He understood, I don't know if it's instinctively or if he did his homework, that you do take your shots, as you said, in this game because the payoff is terrific. We will remember how many touchdown passes you threw. I don't think we ever recall how many interceptions you throw in a game like this.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Watch the twitch! Watch the twitch!
On second down, Conner looking for space. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. They go play action here on first down. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Getting set to go again on offense. We get a peek at Julio Jones now. A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though,
absolutely,
who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. To throw is gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On first down. It's Conner, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. On second down, they'll run with Gordon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. That'll be complete to Cook. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And one thing you'd like to see in a Pro Bowl, a competitive contest. We've got that just like the last 2 seasons, a one-score game as we play here in the fourth.
What I'd love to know,
it got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
The throw over the middle taken in. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now looks to throw. Looking in zone for Jones. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. But he connects with Ertz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described.
And he is in. Touchdown NFC. A 6-yard touchdown run as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Nice execution there. Good job by the O-line getting him in for the second time.
And you always have to start with credit there when you're having a big game. I mean, you don't get there by yourself. That's rare. But how about the ability to see the proper holes, pick the proper place to go, and find his way into the end zone?
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He is north of 200 yards. Any time that you can say you're north of 200 yards, you've done something right.
Yeah, you're going to get some big check marks on your grade sheet, and you're going to be in heavy rotation on all the highlight shows, and you might even make a magazine cover or 2.
He's hoping for more, the cherry on top maybe, as this game goes forward. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 27, Mahomes going to throw deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And it's complete to Kelsey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's great to see the Stars. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 44 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the board.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. This is caught. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion down, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, a run with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the 41, Mahomes, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the AFC with the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, it's Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Now Mahomes. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the NFC. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Bobby Wagner in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the AFC going to use their final timeout of the half, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.